Hey guys, Zero on here. I just got back from seeing Pacific Rim, and what can I say about Pacific Rim? I loved it. I think it was really good. The airplanes are in service. I thought it was a really good movie. That's pretty much it. That's it. The end of the video. That's it. Cut it. No. I liked it. I did. Loved it. Has Ron Perlman. How can I not like it? I love Ron Perlman. But, first thing, everyone knows this. Pacific Rim is fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion, the movie. Everybody knows that. The director stated himself that it is a love story directed towards Neon Genesis, and it shows a lot in the movie. A hell of a lot. Like, while they're explaining it at the beginning, it's just like, yeah, okay. I've seen Evangelion. Well, if you're into anime, you've probably seen Evangelion, I would imagine, maybe. If not, you know what it's about now. There's no need to watch it. But the movie kind of made me question why exactly I don't like Evangelion. Although I was in 4th grade when I fucking saw the entire series, so I may have to go back and watch it and judge it again. But Pacific Rim is a really good movie. But of course, it has its flaws, or things that I just didn't like about it personally. The framing, the cameras was good. Story was good. The characters, I wish it didn't just focus on the... Alright, it became one of those movies. Where, oh, you're the last hope, the ones that have to do the thing and save us all. That's kind of spoilery there, but I don't really want to mention who exactly. I mean, you can kind of tell who the main focus of the movie is and who exactly is going to do the thing. You know, there's going to be sacrifices made, but the heroes will come out and yay. It's predictable, and that makes it kind of boring. Then they only focus on 2 mechs. One of them isn't even that fucking important in the long run, anyway. They focus on, oh my god, what are the fucking mechs' names? I know Gypsy Danger, the main fucking one. The only one, the main one. The woo, they're the good guys one. And, what was it? Fucking Striker something? I have to fucking look it up, I'm sorry. You're gonna hear my click at the keyboard. Jaeger's Pacific Rim. It was like Striker some shit. I fucking forgot already, dude. But, it was those 2. It mainly focused on both of them. And, like, that was it. Let's see. Jaegers. Alright, cool. And, like, look, they have all these names for all these fucking Jaegers on this list. But we only see about 4 of them and get to, like, see their crew and everything. Like, look, the Mark 1s, they list Brawler Yukon, Cherno Alpha, Coyote Tango, Horizon Brave, Romeo Blue, Tacit Ronin. We've probably only seen about, like, 1 or 2 of them in a fight, maybe. Mark 3 right there, Gypsy Danger. They spelled Gypsy wrong, I think. Fucking... There, Striker Eureka. That's what it was called. And, fucking... Oh my god, what was the Russians? Was it Chrome Brutus? I can't fucking remember. There was just one of them that was the... Oh, that one's the Canadian one. What the hell was the, Fuck, what was it? The ones that the Russian piloted was pretty awesome. But I really cannot remember it. Anyway, I don't fucking care enough. The point is, it had these 4, and it was like, alright, these are the last 4 we have. The Crimson Typhoon, Gypsy Danger, the Russians, and Striker Eureka. The plan is to drop a fucking nuke inside of that shit with Striker Eureka because it's the fastest one. The rest of you protect them. And it was like, oh, alright, cool. And then there's like a monster attack. It's like, alright, that was expected. There's a monster attack. And then Red Typhoon goes in, and they start, kicking ass a bit. And the Russians come in, and they start helping. And then... that's it. They just... gone. Like, I'm sorry, like you didn't have a connection to the pilot. There was 3 guys in Crimson Typhoon, and there was a married couple in the Russian one. I think they were a married couple. I know they were Russian, but they didn't say a goddamn thing about them. They weren't like, oh yeah, this is these guys, they pilot this, and they walked the fuck away. It's like, I wanted it to be more about the characters and the mechs, instead of just Gypsy Danger, this is the one, this is it, this is the one, this is the guys, just focus on this. This is what it's all about. Now, that's not to say that the crew of Gypsy Danger, all 2 of them, weren't great, and that it wasn't. Well, it's not to say that it isn't nice to hear GLaDOS in a movie, because, oh my god, hearing GLaDOS in a movie, I kept smiling every time she fucking started talking. But, you know, Mako is a good character. Mako, not Mako. Mako. I forgot that other asshole's name, but he was alright, I guess. I mean, he lost his brother. That's not spoilers, it's just the first 5 fucking minutes of the movie, I think. I don't know anymore. There's the dude who sits in the office and pilots them and goes like, hey guys, there's a thing here, you should map your coordinates. And then there's the black dude who just goes, I talk like an Australian. You know, so you feel more of a connection for like Mako. And Mako and the Chief have a reverse Shinji and his father relationship. Where Mako is Shinji, but she wants to get in the giant fucking robot. And Black Guy's the father, who's just like, no, you can't pilot, you can't go with it, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get in danger, you're gonna be hurt, it's gonna be bad. And that was like, you know, I was like, alright, cool. And then, you know, he shows, like, the guy, fucking Gypsy Danger, I forgot his name because I don't give enough of a shit. He goes like, oh man, the Australian dude's making fun of me, I'm just gonna let it slide. And then he calls Mako bitch. So he just punches him in the face and just beats the shit out of him. He's like, say you're sorry, just keeps wailing on him. And I was like, alright, a lot of respect. It's interesting, they show like character in those 2. And kind of in the Australian guy, I guess. Not so much his father. His father's just sort of like, I'm Australian. But everything in it was set up really nicely. And of course, like, Newt and Herman and Ron Perlman are some of the best parts of this fucking movie. Honestly, the biggest grin on my face when Ron Perlman walked the fuck on. I was like, oh my god, yes. Yes! I knew he was in it, but I was just like, oh, he's great. That motherfucker. And then, Newt and Herman are like, they've got to be a gay couple. They just have to be. They bicker so much they may as well be a gay married couple. And it's beautiful. It's like the relationship with each other is like great, and they show like a bond it forms, and they both descend into madness together. It's such a good relationship they have. And Newt himself is just great, and Herman's funny because he's British and he's funny. And but my main problem, I already listed right there, was that it didn't focus enough on the other characters. Like, I was like walking into Pacific Rim expecting like all 4 of these, like these teams, like connecting together and getting to know each other and working together to fight the kaiju. Which, by the way, I love that they use kaiju as their name for the giant monsters. Beautiful. I'm a nerd like that. I like tokusatsu and shit, if you couldn't tell. And like, I was expecting like these 4 teams to like grow together as characters and become friends, and everyone works together, and they start like beating the shit out of them, and they start winning and whatever. And instead, it becomes Gypsy Danger is the last hope. Every scenario ends with Gypsy Danger is the one. And it's a boring formula when you have it like that. It's stupid. And it just, I really wanted to see more of all the other bots, because it's like, oh, cool, they kind of do some neat things. Maybe they have, like, other things in it, like how Gypsy Danger suddenly had a fucking sword in it. No mention of it before, it's just like, oh, we have one last option we could use, a sword. Like, also the fact that the sword was able to cut through a kaiju without their acidic blood destroying it makes me question why some of these other robots weren't built with that same metal. Because, I mean, look at the Russians. Look at the fucking Russians. I actually got spit on their face, and they're just like, oh shit, we're kind of fucked. The monsters were kind of boring. Like, they were interesting, and when it was like, oh man, they can do this thing, that's kind of nuts. But then there's like this one that comes out and it's just like, oh look, it's like a lizard thing. Oh, it like does an electromagnetic shock, unless that was Leatherback, I can't remember. Oh, it has wings now. How many things can this one fucking monster do? Like, it just constantly adapted. And then it was like, oh, this one's pregnant. You fucking kidding me? I like this movie. I do. I most certainly do. I would watch it again. I would watch it a few more times. It was a lot more humorous than I thought it was going to be. It was like, they go to punch a monster and the fist goes through a building and then it just goes and goes and goes and then stops right at this desk and taps the desk slightly, and they have one of those executive ball toys and it goes click and it just starts moving, and it was like, that was good. Newt was very funny. He may not like his voice much, he may be like shrieking shrill, but I mean, he's a fucking scientist in a goddamn monster movie. What do you expect? Most scientists in those kind of movies are like that. The only real problem I had was that it didn't focus on more of the robots and more of the crew and like show them as who they are and like show them evolve and become friends and shit. And like, it could have been so much more, but as it is a really good movie, and I think everyone should see it. It's also very loud. It's a lot of screaming, crunching, boom, boom, bang, as you can expect from a giant monster movie. But it's still a really great movie, and everyone should really just go and see it. That's kind of really all I have to say about it. They make a sequel? I hope they don't. To be quite honest, I would really hope they do not, because this is enough. One is good for this. If they make like a spiritual sequel, or a movie that's supposed to like encapsulate whatever Pacific Rim is, or some shit, like emulate it, some shit like that, like make their own entire different one that's kind of the same but not really, fucking whatever, that's cool. But if they make a direct sequel to this, I don't know how well that would be. As it is, though, like I said like 5 times now, go and see Pacific Rim, because it is really good, and it has giant fighting robots beating the shit out of giant monsters, and vice versa. So, go. Live life.